Welcome, you have reached Imperial Reviews, and today's review is Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Season 4, Episode 2. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, let's get into it. So, this episode picks up, it's I don't know how long it's been since the end of the episode, because last week's episode was a flashback. This week's episode is like, it doesn't really give a exact time frame. If it was, I missed it. But it's probably like a few months later. You know what? It might not even be a few months, but it's some time after the end of season 3, because you have where the FBI and NYPD is pretty much saying Howard was behind doing drug dealings with Ronnie, and he was killed by some international people or something like that. The police chief knows he got another 6 months before they're going to can him. And he said this investigation is still open, because whether Howard was a dirty cop or not, somebody still killed a cop, and we got to put the pressure and solve the case. So that's going to be ongoing. Meanwhile, in this episode, of course, when Kanan and Rock are together, they still got the turmoil. You have Juke, shows Juke in basic training. So we know at the end of episode 10 in season 3, you had Juke meeting with Nicole's father, and she telling him she's interested in the army. He's pretty much telling her like they have some societal matters where, basically you shouldn't go that route, because he know that she likes girls, same sex relationships. They don't approve of that, especially back then, and because this is in the 90s, keep in mind. So you see Juke is tough. She's a natural leader. She's in there, she's doing the push-ups, she's leading, running the jogging, leading the group, staying sturdy. She's shooting accurate. She's when they doing test drills, she the one leading everybody, telling everybody where to go. However, one of the times she seen like one of their head people getting removed, and Juke was like, well, what's up with that? And the guy was like, well, they found he had gay magazines in his whatever, so they don't play that here. So that made Juke to start wondering, if they find out she's likes girls, same sex, what they gonna do to her. So she pretty much AWOL. Now that wasn't good. She AWOL and went and seen her girlfriend that she was in a group with in college. They did their 1-2, and they had to put the same sex scene on there, and they did that, and she pretty much told Juke she gotta find herself, like Juke was trying to find herself. So, because Juke was like, well, maybe I could just see what this college life is about and hang out here for a while. And then she was pretty much like, well, I'm trying to find myself, kick rocks. I still love you though. So Juke ended up heading back home, seeing Marvin. Meanwhile, Marvin is being used by Stefano, and he's becoming Marvin's. He's going behind Rock back and getting Marvin in more and more trouble, being his brute, being his hitman, his contracted hitman, besides with the families or whatever. And you could just tell Marvin is chewing it up, thinking I'll be in this guy's good graces and he'll do favors for me, but he's under investigation the whole time. And he's setting Marvin. I don't know why they went this route with Marvin, but he just said, you could see all set up. Marvin is putting pressure on people for Stefano, and Stefano is, patting him on the head like a good old boy, like, yeah, what else you got next for me? And then now Marvin, I got this guy, he's a big earner, but he's kind of slacking on the money. I just want you to ruffle him up. Marvin went there to ruffle him up. The guy tried to pull a gun out on him, and then talk slick to Marvin, like, you basically Stefano's lapdog. And, he belittled Marvin, and Marvin took offense to him. Marvin killed him. Now, of course, Stefano had already told him, don't just rough him up. Don't kill him, because he's a great earner still. So that's going to be a conflict. Now, Stefano is pretty much going turn on Marvin. Like, I didn't tell you to do that. Like, after you sent him knowing he's a Kanan and unstable. Meanwhile, you got Lou is out. Marvin came and picked Lou up out of the rehab facility. They had that heart-to-heart. And basically, Marvin was expressing everybody pretty much crapped on him after he showed him love. And he talked about Gerald, the reporter that was put him under investigation. And so Lou was pretty much like, nah, I got your back. And so Marvin pretty much was like, I'm not cashing those chickens in. Like, I can't trust you, even though you're my brother, little brother. So the record exec is he got a couple millions to invest in when Famous is on the run. And he got some couple millions to invest. And he want Lou to come on. Now, Lou is pretty much like hesitant, like, nah, because he don't want to use Lou's label, because he knows that Lou will have more say, he'll have more control. He just want to bring Lou on as an employee, and he kept pushing Lou. Lou was hesitant, and then at the end, he was pretty much like, yeah, I'll bring you on, I'll get the papers on, I'll bring you on as an employee. So we already knew that's going to be, he got his own imprint, but he just want Lou to run it. Now, that could be good if you contractually sign that. You don't sign your life rights over, your life whatever over. Say you just say, I do this for 2 years. That way, in 2 years, you use his money to build yourself up and get a name for yourself. Everybody see you the face of whatever. And then after that, you branch off and get your own. Because Lou starting with no money, with nothing. You use him as a cash to build you up, build your reputation, build your brand. And then in 2 years, you break off with your own company and you get somebody else to invest. Basically, that's what he could do as well. But we're going to see how this play out. It don't seem like it. Just seemed like eventually Lou going to get effed over. And nevertheless, this guy had this artist named B Rilla that was locked up, that the guy was ready to just throw out, just basically a problem. And Lou pretty much said, well, you didn't have the right production behind him. You didn't understand him as an artist. So you need somebody like me or whatever. So he pretty much said, told Lou to go look at him, and if he could do something with him here, think about not letting him go. So Lou went and seen B Rilla in jail and told him he could get him out today if he, willing to work with him. He got B Rilla out. B Rilla performed. So you had that going on for Lou, had that going on for Juke. You had Kanan. You see Kanan's little business operation. You see he got the young boys, different young boys coming in grabbing packs. We eventually going to see I think this year is going to be this season is going to be the introduction to Ghost and Tommy's being the young, thorough young boys that's hustling. You're going to see them come up into Kanan's apartment to get packs or something. We're eventually going to see that. So you had his girl, Kanan's girl. We find out that she had an abortion, and so they got rid of the kid. She's still in the Kanan or whatever, and ain't too much going on with Kanan. Yeah, then he met up with I can't think of their name. Snags and Pop. I think their name's Snag and Pop. Met up with them. Pretty much they said, you still owe us. You did the business still with Ronnie, so you need to own up to it. Whether Ronnie, you decided to take him out, you messing our money up. We gave you the money back that we put in. Now we want our interest or whatever. Kanan was like, Kanan ready to stand off with him. They had their crew. They understand Kanan's young and could be hot-headed, so they pretty much told the crew to back down. Told Kanan, you need to talk to us when you calm down. Rock was there, pretty much told Kanan, you need to fall back. So Kanan's getting work from Rock. See, Kanan is making moves. Of course, Rock is being a mom, got her son in the business, trying to be a mom still, but Kanan is standoffish. Kanan's got a little BMW, I think he got a little Mercedes at the time. And so, she's detached, no connection. So you got Unique, who went to his old house. His family wasn't there, so that he's bothered by that. You also had Unique. He's pretty much in the shadows and watching everybody movement. So what you see is Rock with her lawyer. Now her lawyer is well connected. He knows about FBI agents. They still pretty much, he told her that even though they shut everything down, put it on Howard, they still got a task force still going to try to find y'all, and pretty much told Rock the FBI is still looking at y'all, so you gotta play it smart. And so his connects told him all this information, so he's a valuable source for Rock. You see Unique looking at them from afar. He gives Rock a hug, and she pretty much told him, I'm gonna get back with you. So now you see Unique follow the lawyer, punch the lawyer in the face, the lawyer dropped. Lawyer is no self-awareness, not saying nothing, and then went into the lawyer's apartment, said, are you effing her? But she was gonna F you, and shot and killed the lawyer. Pretty much that ended Rock. That's gonna hurt Rock, because that was her inside track to keep her ahead of the game, ahead of the move. So now that was the end of the episode right there. One part I forgot to mention is when Marvin went to the Chinese shop to get some packages. He seen one of the Chinese men nephews pocketing some of the weight, and he made him strip, and the weight fell out. And then you had Quan want to up the price on Rock for her product, so you're gonna see that's a problem coming as well. Rock gonna need a new connect. So that's pretty much the episode. Overall, a decent episode. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Till next time.